What's going on, everybody? Jericho Green here, and we're being lied to, everybody. We are being lied to. I know you guys have probably seen the cover of the latest Time magazine with the little Honduran girl crying, looking up at President Trump, and he's kind of looking down at her like, man, fuck you, little brown kid. And you've seen it. She's like standing there crying. The real picture, she's standing there crying. You see a couple other adults' legs next to her. Turns out it's a lie. Turns out that girl was never separated from her mom. It turns out they were picked up like 11 o'clock at night just walking through the desert. That's unusual and dangerous. So, of course, they approach them and pick them up. She comes from a good marriage, a good neighborhood. Her husband had a good job. She has 3 other kids that she just bounced on. Hopefully she at least, kissed them on the forehead before she snuck out at 6 o'clock in the morning. Paid a coyote 6 G's and took off with her little baby girl, a 2-year-old girl. The dad said that they actually got in touch with him. He said that she talked about it and said she wanted to come to America, but he was against it. And one night she was like, I'm out, grab the baby, 6 G's, let's go. Life couldn't have been that bad if she can put her hands on $6,000 like that. I don't have it like that. I imagine most of you watching this video probably don't have it like that, but she did it. 6 G's. She got caught up. They took the picture. They were never separated. The only reason they interviewed the Border Patrol agent who was interacting with her in the photo, you can see his legs in the photo. They interviewed him. His name's Carlos Ruiz. So, sorry, lefties. This time it was not an evil, white, racist Border Patrol agent. He said that as soon as she sat the little girl down, she started crying. A lot of 2-year-olds do that when you sit them down. They don't want to be put down. Started crying. He said maybe less than 2 minutes later, they were done searching the girl and the mom, and she picked the daughter up. The daughter stopped crying. Turns out the mom is wanted for being a witness in human trafficking. And the little girl was never ripped from her arms like the narrative is. It's a lie. They're starting to say that Trump, I heard somebody on CNN today say that Trump is terrorizing the illegal immigrants worse than the cartels. Somebody please in the comments leave a link to footage of Trump cutting somebody's head off or pouring gasoline on them and setting them on fire and a bunch of other stuff I saw in that movie Savages. Anyway, there are other ones out there. You see there's a picture of a little boy in a cage and he's crying. Turns out that was a cage set up by protesters outside of the facility. The little boy kind of wandered in there, got in the cage, got scared, couldn't even figure out how to get out. He was crying. That's it. That was set up by protesters. So it wasn't a little poor brown kid ripped from his mother's arms and shoved in a dog kennel, like some people are saying. There's another picture floating around where a mother or grandmother is kissing a little girl's hands through a chain link fence, like she's holding her, kissing her like this is the last time we're going to see each other. That turned out to be a lie. That was actually in Iraq from 2014. That wasn't even on this continent. And they're saying the evil dictator Trump did it. That's a lie. 4 years ago, a different continent. Another lie, people. Another lie. A lot of the pictures floating around of people laying on the ground with aluminum foil blankets. That's from like 4 years ago as well. A bunch of bullshit, y'all. We're getting spoon-fed it. Some of us are eating it. Some of us are not. But that Time magazine cover is a lie. None of that ever happened. And apparently Time magazine is still going to go with the cover. Do some homework. Do a little research. Don't believe the hype. Trump supporter or not, let's get after the truth. This is what we want, is the truth. We've been lied to for a long time. We want the truth. So go get that truth. Go look at it. Go do some homework. When you hear something like that, when you hear something like, man, that is just, what kind of monster would do that? Maybe pause a couple seconds and Google will fix that. Don't believe the hype, you guys. We are being lied to. Most of those lies are coming from the left. I don't know where this hatred for conservative ideals is coming from, but it's a bunch of bullshit out there. Please sift through it. Pick out the corn and peanuts of truth. Jericho Green, I'm out.